Guys, we haven't really been active on this channel a lot lately, but you probably caught our video of working cows at my dad's this fall. And we've decided, Jake and I, that we are going to try to get back to trying to do some videos. But this time, instead of it just being about our adventures, it's going to be a little bit more just about our lives. And we'll still share the adventures we go on, but some of it's going to be just the work around the house here too. So today we're headed out to work on a project. We started this project kind of when we first bought the place 3 years ago, and then we couldn't really decide what we wanted to do, but we've made a decision now and time to move forward. So sorry about that, toddler fail, so we are gonna try it again. Theo and I are headed out and we're gonna work on clearing some fence today. So give me a second and I'll turn you around and show you what I'm talking about. So when we first moved in 3 years ago, we put this fence in down here so that we could turn the horses out on what we call the lower pasture here. So as you can see, on this side, we have electric fence, which of course the deer every winter like to come and take it down for us. So we'll probably work on putting that back up someday, today some too. But to start with, we're gonna walk down here. The plan for this year is we are gonna try really hard to get the whole perimeter of the property fenced, all the way up there to the behind the barn. Refence, so that way we can work on getting the stuff pulled up that's kind of scattered up above the hill, and we can work on getting the goats turned out. So for today, as a starter project, the little boy's got his trucks and he's gonna come help me. We are gonna go work on clearing some brush off this fence line so that later this spring we can come back and put in some more horse fence and some more barbed wire and make it look really nice. So come along with us today and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. So this camera is a new camera, so bear with me as we see how this goes, because I haven't used it very much. So Somebody is having so much fun playing on the hill, as you can see, with his truck and his tractor and his trailer and the rocks. He always does good at finding things to do while Mom's busy. Oh, little boy. Good job. So as you can see in here, that the fence is that's currently here is very much so something to be desired. It there's really not much there to it anymore. It's pretty rusty and old. It's pretty fragile, which is why the whole thing just has to go. And it's short. So the previous owners before did not have any livestock, which is partially why they didn't care, which is fine. You know, everybody has their own goals in life. We've been slowly chipping at this property, getting different projects cleaned up as we go. And so this is just the next one on the list. So we're just taking it day by day, and we do what we can and go along. You going to play again, bud? Are you going to play again? Where'd you leave your tractor and your trailer? Oh, they're up here. You better come get them. You can't go play without your tractor and your trailer. Come on, bud. Go get your tractor and your trailer. There you go. Go play. Made it a ways, not super far. This is about an hour's worth of work. Won't be that for you guys watching, but for me it is. This is where we are gonna stop today, as a little boy has ran out of things to do. That's most of the time how our day goes, is we work on a project till the little boy says he's done, and then we move on. So that and the Sawzall's down to 2 batteries, so we are running out of battery anyways, huh, little boy? Now, I know some of you guys are going to ask, like, why don't you bring a skid steer or an little mini excavator in here to clear this? And that's a great question. The problem is that we are across the road from the river. And if you give me guys just a minute, I'll move out here so you can see what I'm talking about. So standing here on the rock pile in the bottom of this field, we are across from the river. So the river is over there on the other side of the neighbor's property. And that over there is all sub-irrigated out of the river. Well, it actually makes it sub-irrigated all the way out here under the road to this field. So where all of the willows are is a very wet spot. So to bring the skid steer or the mini excavator out here, I'm betting it would sink, because it seems dry now, but pulling some of the brush out, I can tell you that it's still really soft. And we have not froze hard enough for that to be an option. Also, we'd have to borrow one to do that, and that's just not an option at the moment. So for right now, it is a project that we're working on by hand. So the brush pile all right there, that'll eventually get pulled out here into the field and get burnt. But for right now, I still want the horses to be able to eat this off this summer, and it takes up grass if it is covering up the field. So that'll have to wait. So it's just getting piled next to the rest of the willows for now. And hopefully if we get some snow next winter, we'll burn it. We also have other piles up on the hill, way up there, on the other side of the willows that need burned from other projects that we've done so far. But this winter we didn't get enough snow to do that. So we're just in this holding period, waiting to get enough weather to take care of that. So anyways, that's all I'm going to do for today. I will probably add some more to this video tomorrow or the next day when we get back on this project. So we'll see you then. Really? You going to tell them what we're doing? Huh? Well, we're back at it again. Headed back out across the field here. Gonna go work on our project some more. Yeah, come on, let's go. And we'll see how much we get done today. I was going to tip the camera over. There we go. That should be better. This will be the stuff you find when you start a project working on an old property. That is a strand of rolled up fence in there. So we will have to, at some point, work on figuring out how we're pulling that out of there too. Fun, fun. making some good progress getting through here. It is definitely a mess, but we're getting there. So found another, I wouldn't really call this one a treasure, but found a deer skeleton. Pretty sure living so close to the road that it probably got hit and it made it here to under the brush. Crawled through the fence right here, and that's where its final resting place was. But we're just about through this thick spot, and then we'll start on to the next thick spot and just keep going. This is where Mr. Theo and I are gonna leave this video here though. So if you enjoyed watching us dink around in the brush and try to clear some fence, hey, easy, then be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time.